Hello and welcome everyone. I am Pradeep Chaudhary from Chanakya tutorial. So students, do you know why we are here today? I welcome you all to our first hour revision program for boards. That is what? Can you see the name? The name is the Marg Darshan. So we are launching our first ever revision program for boards, Marg Darshan. Your success is our mission and your goals are our goals basically. So that is something written over there. Let's set off on a thrilling journey and explore new horizons together. Is that clear? So, ma'am, are you excited, ma'am?
Yes, so very much I'm excited to look forward. What will be there?
What is, I think it is looking like a magic book. So what is going in this
Correct.
session? Are we opening any magic book?
I hope so, sir. I think I have to look forward for you. What is there in the magic book? Could you please show us?
Sure, ma'am. Sure. I think it is a magic book. I think it is like a treasure for the students who are preparing for the board exams. We should open it, ma'am. I can't wait to open it. Okay, guys, welcome to this Marg Darshan Grade 10 Revision Program. Guys, ma'am, can you just tell me the key highlights of this? What is going
Yeah,
to be in
definitely.
this?
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir. So in this program, what we are going to do, we will have the quick chapter revision. So all the chapters will be revised quickly so that you will have, proper revision of everything. The second thing, the shortcut tricks will be informed to you. They will be told to you by the different teachers. Comprehensive study material will be given to you through our WhatsApp groups. Then the guidance will be given and also the full marks how to write the answers. We will be guiding you. Then competency based practice will be given, including your session reason questions and also exam analysis and the mock test. We will be doing it by the end of this revision program. So that is how
Wow,
you will be
ma'am.
getting so much of things all together through our
Ma'am,
revision
that's
program.
really very great, ma'am. Like we are doing a quick chapter revision of all the chapters.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, let's open this magic book and let's see what is in this book ahead. Okay, guys. Today what we are going to do, we are having some general board exam frequently asked questions. And we are also going to give you some tips and strategies for your board exam so that you can score maximum marks. You can score, I will not say maximum marks, I will say you can score full marks in your board examinations. So before that, we will we will ask you some questions. So if you agree with our terms and conditions, then we are there to help you. So, ma'am, I think the first question is, do you want to achieve 100% success in your board exams? So if it is yes, then you have to drop a comment that yes sir, I want to achieve 100% success in my board exams. So, ma'am,
Do you have the determination to turn your hard work into the outstanding results? I think
I
definitely yes.
yes, ma'am. I think we should not ask this type of questions to our
Correct.
students. They have the determination, they have the passion, they have the dedication to turn the hard work into the outstanding results. I think, ma'am, they already have because they are the Chanakya tutorial students. So they already have this. And this is the last question. Are you ready to turn your dreams and your dreams into reality and your parents' dreams into reality? So this is the like basic question that you have to answer. You have to think on it. Now, if you are ready, then just say yes, then just drop a comment in the yes. And after that, you have to write, yes, sir, I will achieve 100% success in my board exams. And I have that determination and I'm ready to turn my dreams and my parents' dreams into the reality. You have to show to this whole world that what you are. Those people who are doubting to you will clap for your success. Now, ma'am,
Sure. So
I have
definitely, I
some
think they will be doing
questions.
it. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So I have, ma'am, some questions to you. Like on the behalf of students, I'm representing. So I have Manisha, ma'am. I welcome Manisha, ma'am, to this amazing platform, Chanakya tutorial. And ma'am, today, ma'am, I will just ask you some questions on the behalf of the students. So, ma'am, my first question is, ma'am, how to write answers that score full marks? How should I write it? That that what happens that when the students are writing any answer, they are writing it very nicely, but still they are not getting the full marks. So can you just give me some tips and the strategies that how should I write?
Definitely, sir. Thank you for welcoming me. I'm also like pleasure. I have a pleasure to join you in your team here. So what we should do, sir, we have actually, 3-step approach we have to follow. The first step is clear introduction. So whatever they are writing, they should write it very, very clearly with a clear introduction. Second thing, they have to explain the major concept with the main keywords. They should highlight it. And third thing, whatever they are concluding it, they have to conclude it with the relevance to the question. It should not be, anything they are writing it without like including in that question part. So it should be relevance to that question. So that is how they should answer it to score the full marks.
Wow, ma'am, like if the students will follow this approach, if the student will follow this 3-step approach, I'm sure they'll get full marks in their answers.
Definitely, they'll get it, sir.
Ma'am, this is my second question to you. So, ma'am, actually what happens, I do not manage, I just like getting often confused at how to manage my time effectively during the examination. I do not get the proper time to complete on the examination. This is the popular question of the students. So I just want to ask you this question. If you would have some like light on this.
Yes, sir. Like what happened, I think most of them, 99% of the children, they are facing trouble, how to manage the time effectively. So what they should do, they should allocate the time for every section. So they will have, 4 sections, 5 sections, depending upon the subject. So they should allocate the time for every section with the marks also, And then the last 15 minutes, they have to keep on revising. So that what happened when they have divided their sections and when they have kept last 15 minutes, then definitely they will be able to manage their time effectively during the exam time. So that is how they can work on.
Yes, ma'am. And I also think that that they should keep a 50 minutes time for the revision as well, so that all the mistakes and any mistake how they have done in their previous questions, they can improve it. So
correct.
Yes, ma'am. Like you have said a very, very good thing that we have to allocate all like particular time for each section. Like for the section A, I have to give this 15 minutes or the 20 minutes for the section B and for the section C accordingly. That how is the section and how is that subject? We can allocate time for the each sections. So we can go with like that. Thank you very much, ma'am. So, ma'am, I have a lot of questions to you because you know that this is the magic book and you have designed it. So I have a lot of questions to you. So
definitely,
basically,
sir,
ma'am,
we are here to.
So
we'll go to the next one.
Sure, ma'am. I just want to the next question on the behalf of the students. The students are demanding this question and asking this question for a very long time. So I have just keep this in this. So, ma'am, like how to deal with, ma'am, this is a very important question. That how to deal with lengthy papers and subjects like social studies. Like social studies, like ma'am, it is a very big. The question paper is like very lengthy, and sometimes my hand goes out of that. Oh, I can't write. So like on the behalf of student, they think that their hand is not working now. So how to deal with those papers? How to deal with lengthy papers like in social studies?
Yes, sir. You know what happened during our time also, I think you might be knowing, I will be knowing that our time also we had faced, same problem where we don't want to write the lengthy things and also our hand used to pain a lot. So, but now it's very easy actually to write them. What they should do, they should attempt the 1 mark and the short questions first. Then they should move to the long question next. And then last thing, very, very important thing is that they have to stick to the word limit. So what happened, for example, maybe a five marker question is there. What they are doing, they keep on writing it. So they should not do that. They should stick to the word limit so that definitely on the time they will be able to complete the whole paper. So that's what they should do it.
Yeah, so ma'am, like the important things are that we have to attempt 1 marks and the short questions first. Then we have to move to the long questions. And after that, we have to the third point that you have told to us is we have to stick to the word limit. So basically, like what happens, ma'am, like if there is a question of it is demanding the 50 like words limit, if the limit is 50 words, we often used to write that we are not stick to the word limit. We are just writing this answer like as much as possible if it is like coming to if it is known by us. So basically,
what
we
happens,
do not have to.
We will be feeling like, if we write more than examiner, the evaluator will be very happy by, our content, but it's not like that, something like that. We have to stick to the limit and main keywords, main points we should mention rather than writing the story in a good way.
Like as an invigilator, I also find that I also see the main keywords over there. So when I used to check the copies, so I also just always like this is a secret, students. You do not have to tell to others. Okay, so just keep it to you. That what happens when we are checking any board exam copies, we are not just reading your full answers. We are just reading the keywords over there. That you have mentioned those keywords in that. Okay, whether your answer is of the 4 pages of the 5 pages, it even doesn't matter for us. Okay, so ma'am is giving us a very good knowledge. So like ma'am, thank you very much, ma'am. Now I also want to ask you some other questions. There are a lot of questions today. So ma'am, my next question to you is, ma'am, Ma'am, I think just like when I used to, I'm just reading all the things I've completed my syllabus. But like, ma'am, I do not like, I forgot to revise. I just forgot everything in the examination. Just like sometimes I can't. So, ma'am, how should I revise the syllabus in last 10 days? So, just like, ma'am, when it is like peak time, I didn't get any time. I have to do mama's work also. I have to do other works also. So, some, ma'am, how should I revise the syllabus in the last 10 days? Can you give me some strategies?
Definitely, sir. So this is what actually, happens. So most of the time we are busy with the other things, and also we have the burden of the parents and the society which is along with us, right? So last 10 days are very, very important for revision. What we should do, we should first of all prioritize a high weightage topic. So you might be knowing children like, some chapters carry the marks actually. So the weightage will be more for that. So that we have to first of all revise it. Then we have to go for the, the least weightage chapters and all, and then we have to start solving the PYQ, the previous year question papers and all. We have to start solving it because that will be giving the idea how to write the answer and how to attempt the answers, right? And then at the last, what you should do, you should always actually, follow the NCRT and you should summarize it in your own words, in your language. Because NCRT is actually the Bible. So if you revise it and then you move forward to the other book, it will be helping you a lot. So keep in mind, always have these points into the notes so that when you have the last 10 days, you have a thorough revision of every subject with you.
Yes, ma'am. Like we can also follow the, ma'am, like where what I used to do, like I always do the 80-20 principle. Like 80% of the examination comes from the 20% topics. So that is like, ma'am, you have just told me a very good thing that we have to prioritize high weightage topics. So we have to just focus on the high weightage topic because you know that this is the only the 10 days are left. If the 20 days are left, we should not go to the complete chapter. And like it is also not necessary for the examinations as well. Okay, that is necessary for our knowledge purpose. That is must recommended for a knowledge purpose. But when we are going to write an examination, it should not necessarily we have to revise the complete syllabus. So you have to prioritize high weightage topics. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now my another question on the behalf of the students is, students are asking this question for a very long time and they are even not getting the proper answer. So I just want to
I'm
ask you
excited to
this.
answer all the questions, sir.
So, ma'am, just like how can I memorize dates and events in the histories, like in the subjects like history? Oh, history is like a subject. I even in the 1948 this happened, in the 1951 this happened, and in the same thing like so on, and then I have to go into the some centuries and back. So, ma'am, I don't even just like when I used to remember, I used to memorize all the dates, and I still even forget. So, what should I
Yes.
do in this case, ma'am? How should I memorize dates and events in history?
So what happened, most of the children, they feel like history is the very toughest subject to move ahead. But I think it is a simplest subject if they take it as a story form. What they should do, the first thing is they have to create a story. So they should read the chapter, be it like from any book they wanted to read it, they have to create a story out of it. The second thing is whatever timelines are given, they have to, make a trick out of it. The third thing, whatever the dates are given there, like, some timelines are there. So according to the personal dates, like for example, my birthday comes on 04101991. So what I can do is, with any personal dates, we can correlate that timeline. And the last thing, what we should do, practice often. So whatever the story you have created, whatever the timeline trick you have made, that you should always keep on practicing. Practicing does not mean that you have to open the book and then read out everything. No, just, during your sleep time, you have to just thorough it. Just once you have to read it. That will be enough, to memorize this thing.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Like before that, before listening to you, I always think that history is a boring subject, but like you have just created an interest to my students. Thank you very much, ma'am. Like I know, ma'am, history is a very, very interesting subject. Like if we are going to when we are watching any movie, we often do not we never forget that movie. We never forget the story of that movie. So how we can also like apply this take to the history also in the like we can also apply this trick in our studies and in the subjects like history, that how this thing happened and after that this happened and after that this happened. You have to make a list completely that in the 1948 this has happened, in the 1951 this has happened, so that we should have like a story type of thing that Mahatma Gandhi came and then Mahatma Gandhi did this and all the things. So that's why we will memorize all the dates for a long time and the events for a long time, and we will not forget in the future as well. So that's why. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, ma'am, I also want to ask one more question. It is a quite tricky one, and if you are ready, ma'am, can we go?
Yes, sir. We can definitely.
Sure, ma'am. So, ma'am, just like what happens, like when we are going into the examination, this thought comes oftenly in my mind that what will happen if I blank out during the exam. Ma'am, what should I do? And ma'am, like when I'm just when the students are preparing for the pre-boards and all, and like this happens usually with them, that they sometimes they have learned all the things and they have memorized all the things, but suddenly what happens in the exam, they like forget all this. Sometimes they blank out that what should I write now, what should I do this. So ma'am, please answer it. This is the most important question I think you should answer.
I think, sir, this is actually happened, most of the time in the maths and the physics subjects where the numericals are there, right? And the children, they get stuck there. They do not want to move forward, but they should not do that. What they should do, they should take a deep breath. So when they take a deep breath, then what happens? They will be able to recall. They will start, able to recall everything, whatever they have practiced, whatever they have learned, or whatever their teachers have taught. So first thing and the major thing is that take a deep breath. Second thing, read the questions slowly. So when you start reading the questions slowly, what happens automatically during your reading time, the children will be able to, start getting or analyzing. They will be getting that, yeah, okay, this is the way how I have to move forward with it. So that is second thing. And third thing, that start with the questions you are confident about. So out of maybe 29, 39 questions, you will be very much confident about some 25 questions, right? So complete them first, and whatever the questions you are not confident in, you can leave it, and then you can, at the end of some half an hour, you can complete it. So that whatever you are perfect in, you should not disturb that part. This is very important for your
Thank you, ma'am.
scoring.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Like your words has really relaxed me a lot. So like we have to take a deep breath and we have to read the question slowly. You have to just like students, you have to follow and you have to remember these steps and tricks. These steps and tricks are no one is going to tell you. So that's why we are taking a personal session for it. We are taking a personal session for the general frequently asked questions. We are taking your questions. So these type of questions are asked by many students. That's why we have taken those questions, those selective questions which are really important for the students. There is one more question, ma'am. Like this has been asked by one student, and like it has been liked by so many students. That's why I've also included that question. I just want to ask you that, ma'am, how important is diagram accuracy in science exam? Ma'am, is there like if I'm making a diagram, like my art is like very poor. So my drawing, like when I used to draw something, so I'm like it is important like drawing accuracy and diagram accuracy. Just if I'm just representing a diagram in this way and just like that, will I get the full marks?
Never.
So ma'am,
If
what
you're
should I
doing it
do?
with the accuracy, then definitely, as a evaluator, I will be giving you. So it's very, very, very important that in the science, especially when it comes to the bio part, and if it's in a grade 9, grade 10, they have the life chapter. So that is very, very important. So if they are not making the diagram in a proper way, in an accurate way, they will not be able to score the marks. Definitely, the evaluators has to reduce the marks, right? So that is how the difference will be coming from 99.8% the child will be getting, 99.7% they will be getting. How the difference comes? It comes because of diagrams only, right? Most of the time it is like because of diagrams. So what they have to do is they have to label all the parts neatly, first of all. The second thing, they have to use a pencil for that. And third thing, that ensure the proportion. Proportion means whatever you are doing it, it should be proper, appropriate. It should not be like if I am drawing the human digestive system, it is very small in nature. Like hands are bigger, the legs are smaller, then kidney we cannot see the stomach. So all those things should not be happening. It should be very, very accurate. Each and every part, whatever they have asked, should be have a proper labeling to it. That is what it is very, very important.
Yeah, thank you, really, thank you very much, ma'am. Now I just want to go with the next question. So, ma'am, this is the questions that we have to answer. Like we have to follow these questions. We can't ignore these questions. So, ma'am, just these are the questions that I will ask you, and these are the questions that have been asked by many students, and they even like getting confused and all the things. So that's why, ma'am, I've just taken these questions. So, first question is, ma'am, that how can I improve my speed in mathematics? I think, ma'am,
Yes.
I should answer this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. As a math teacher, so definitely you should take the
Okay,
speed.
okay. So as a maths teacher, students, I'll answer this. Okay. So first of all, what happens that you just like you are getting to the like if you are solving the question, you will definitely get the answer. Okay. Like, but what happens? What matters, students, that you should have to improve the speed so that you can attempt all the questions in the mathematics exam. Okay. So for that, I will give you only the three simple tips and the three simple tricks you can use in your like in your whatever exam, like you can also use it in mathematics exam, you can also use it in the physics exam as well. So in what happens, like if you're just solving a numerical, you have to practice the calculations daily. Okay, like if there are, like if you're solving a numerical, there are some calculation based. Okay, so you have to practice those calculations daily, because consistency is a key. If you're doing it right now and you are doing it after 7 days, then it is not going to work. So for that, you have to practice the calculations daily. And that formulas are the key part. So if you will remember the formulas, you are going to master the topic. You are definitely going to score high. Okay, so what is that? The one is practice calculations daily. Second is the master the key formulas, and third is break the bigger problems into the smaller steps. Okay, so these things that you have to keep in your mind in your mathematics exam. Okay, so that you can improve your speed in maths. So now let's move to the another question, and the another question is, ma'am, how do I prepare for English literature and grammar? This is a popular question from the students.
Yes. So definitely, such children, they find it sometimes difficult, to read the literature part and also to understand what is given in the grammar and how to apply the rules. So what they should do, focus on the themes and characters analysis for the literature, which is very, very important. So what theme is given and what character is given, that plays a very important role to answer the question. Second thing, memorize important quotes. So some quotations will be very important, the poems and all. So that has to be, memorize it. Then the practice grammar regularly. The more you will be practicing the grammar, the more exit answer you will be getting to it. So that is what they should do it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am,
Yes,
to letting me know that how should I prepare for the English literature and the grammar, because literature is something, and like I have to read completely. Still, I don't get the full marks, and sometimes I also forget the things. So thank you, ma'am. Thank
right,
you
sir.
for.
Welcome.
And like, ma'am, there is another question, that how do I study effectively for the multiple choice quizzes? Basically, ma'am, like in the CBSE exams now, they have also included one more thing, that is the multiple choice questions will also come in they will also come in their exams. So how do I study effectively for the multiple choice questions? How should I know that in from this part MCQs are coming? And how should I effectively? How should I do study effectively? Ma'am, please tell. Please have a light on this.
So this is actually nothing but about the practice. The more question, the more MCQs the children will be practicing from the different book, they will be, getting the appropriate idea how to solve it. So nothing is like new from the out of the book they're asking. They are asking from the concerned topic only. So it's just the twisting of the question. They're twisting the question, they're asking you, they're framing it. Right? So practice more MCQs from the different book. Read the option carefully. And third and very important part, that is always, I'll be telling to my student that they should know how to eliminate the wrong options systematically. So once if children are understanding this thing, that how to eliminate the wrong option, then definitely they can score marks in the full, in the objective questions completely.
Sure, ma'am. Like if they are twisting the questions, I am also ready. Our students are also ready.
Correct.
There is another question, that my handwriting is very poor. So students generally ask that does handwriting depends, or like writing an examination? So
Definitely, sir, it depends. It depends actually
so
now how the children they are presenting it.
so ma'am, how should I write? How should I improve my handwriting? Because no, my handwriting is very poor. Yes,
Practice,
students, it is
sir.
not.
You have to practice more and more. Daily basis you should write at least one page as a homework, and then by the end of the month, maybe you will be very good in your handwriting. So follow that, especially for you, that is, sir.
Sure,
For the
ma'am.
remaining children, it is like
Okay.
they have to use the clean and legible handwriting. So whatever the writing they're writing, it should be very clean and legible. So the font size be actually legible to the evaluator, whosoever is going to check it. Second thing, proper spacing. So sometimes what happens, the kids are not leaving the space between the letters, so that creates some problem there, like, to understand it, what is written exactly. And third thing, underline the key points and write headings in the bold or the capital letter. So this third point, basically, it's only for the last 15 minutes. Don't spend your time in between, underlining the main point or highlighting it something. So at the last 15 minutes, you can just underline the major key points. That's how it
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
can be done.
Right. Like, ma'am, like what happens, ma'am? Like basically, an exam, the invigilator that is checking all the copies and all the things. So first of all, he only sees the handwriting over there. So if the handwriting is good, like he thinks that, oh my god, this student is perfectly, like this student should be must be good. So this is the first image in the mind of
Correct.
that. So in the mind of the teacher. So basically, you have to follow these tips and the tricks in your examination, that you have to improve your handwriting from now, and you have to like present your answer in an effective way, okay, in a very good manner, so that you can score full marks in your examination.
Yes, sir.
This is the another question that I should ask you. That, ma'am, there are some 5 marks questions in the social studies. Again, the social studies question, ma'am. So, how, ma'am, I think we have a very good faculty of the social studies.
Right, sir. We do have.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, our faculty is definitely going to you, going to help you in your social study exam. But before them, I just want to ask you, ma'am, question. This is my personal question with the social studies. And how should I attempt 5 mark questions in social studies?
So for this, the main thing is the clarity of the concept. If you know what is there, you have to write it in a very clear introduction part first of all. The second thing, explain with the relevant details. So whatever the details you have in your mind, you have to explain it on the paper actually. Then third thing, you have to conclude with a summary or your opinion. Like for each and every battle, there will be kind of the winner. So you have to end it with a proper conclusion and also maybe with a proper summary. So that is how you can achieve the full marks. Like 5 on 5, you can get it in the social studies.
Ma'am, after like following these steps, will I get 5 marks in my
Definitely,
social
sir. But
studies?
yes, you have to follow it. So if you start
Sure,
following this,
ma'am, I'll
no
follow.
one is going to reduce your marks, sir, in that case.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I will
Yeah,
surely follow these tips in my social studies exam. Basically,
sure.
I'm the student representative today, ma'am. So I'm just
Okay.
asking you and all the questions. Like I'm just taking all the questions from the students. Students are behind me, and they are just calling me. Just ask this question to ma'am, please.
Sure, sir. I'm there
Okay.
to help them out.
So, ma'am, the another question is, ma'am, like, what if I do not know the answer to a question? What should I do in that case? Like
This
a question
happens
that is completely I
actually.
have not. Yes, ma'am. I have not just. I'm not even studied about that topic, and that question that I was just assuming that this topic is not going to come in my examination. Whether we should not have to do this in like we should not study in like that way. But if something happens that if there is a question and I do not know the answer, ma'am, what should I do in that case?
See, sir, what happens, basically for the complete entire year, I think the teachers of every school or of every tutorial, they are working for this part, right? Where if the children, they are not able to understand it, what they are doing, basically, they're leaving that answer. But this is a big mistake they are doing. They should not do that. What they should do is they should write something relevant to the topic. So whatever they know about the topic, they should write it, right? The second thing, which I have already mentioned, that it should not be blank. It should be something relevant to the topic. They have to write it. And third thing, like sometimes what happen, like we get hyper that if I don't know this answer, then I'll lose my marks. Don't get hyper, just stay calm and then move on. And then when the last 15 minutes are there, you can come back and then you can write something relevant to the topic. So that is like my suggestion for this answer.
Sure, ma'am. Just like what I have to follow, I just only know that point that I should not leave it blank. I have to write
Correct.
something over there, but not guys, but not
Something
student
that's relevant to
something
the topic.
that I will. I can't write any other thing. That
Yeah,
I can't write the story of my friend and me.
correct.
So I can't write those stories. You
Correct.
can't write fictional stories. You should have to write. Ma'am is saying that you do not have to leave it blank, but you can't write anything over there. Okay, you have to write relevant to that topic. Thank you,
Exactly, sir.
ma'am. Now, this is my another question, that how important is to write step-by-step solutions in maths? I will
It
answer
is
it.
so okay, yeah. So you can carry forward with this.
Sure, ma'am. So I think there are some mathematics questions as well. So students, you can directly ask to me. Okay, okay, fine. So first of all, what happens that if you are writing a step-by-step solution in the mathematics, okay, I will just tell you a secret about the marking as well. So what happens, like when a teacher is going to mark a question, so the step-by-step approach is the more crucial, okay, than any other thing. So basically you have to answer it step by step. Okay, so if you are just writing this step, okay, now after this step it is going to happen, okay, just show them. If you know, then it is perfectly fine, but also you have to present your answer in like that way. Okay, and you have to show the formula. Yes, this is my formula, I've used that formula in my exam, and I know it, so I'm just writing around. Okay, write the formula in the box and all the things. Okay, just like if there is like any property over there, just write it in the curly braces. You can use the curly braces and just write the property. Okay, by Euclid's by the prime factorization method, it is happening. Okay, by this congruency rule, it is happening. So you can also write that. Okay, you can also show the formula. You have to show the formula, you have to follow these steps, and also it will also help you in the identifying mistakes. Suppose you have done a step and like a mistake in the first step, okay, then you can easily go through that. Okay, oh, this is my mistake. If you're not getting the answer, you can just go over that where I'm doing the mistake. So this will helpful if you write the step-by-step solution in the mathematics. It is not helpful, basically it is must. You have to write it, okay, step by step you have to write. Okay, ma'am. Now another question is to you, ma'am. So this was my part. Now
Okay.
all the questions are to you, and I
Okay.
have to open this magic book and I will answer. Okay, I'll ask a question. But how can I retain what I study for a longer time?
This is actually, most of the time it happens with the slow learners. So if they try to understand something, if they have to recall something, what they have to do is they have to write it or revise it, within the 24 hours. For example, if I am teaching some topic, that child has to go to the home and then revise it in the afternoon, also in the evening, also in the night time. Also, what happens slowly and gradually, that concept will go here in the brain, right? So revision within 24 hours is important. The second thing, mind maps for the quick revision. So if you want that, you don't have that much time. So what you can do, you can create a mind map, and also that you can help your friend with that topic. For example, now, sir, I can help you with some topic. You can help me with the math topic. So by doing so, automatically that retention capacity will increase. So this is the best way we can go ahead.
Sure, ma'am. I'll follow these tips and will retain for our all the things. Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
And
Welcome.
now I just want to have few now students, the last useful tips for examinations we are going to give you. Okay, so just be careful because these last useful tips will be like more important than any other questions. Okay, so these are the tips. So the first tip is stay calm and confident. Okay, you have to trust in your preparation. What you have prepared, okay, is very very fine. Okay, you have to trust on yourself as well. Okay, and take deep breaths and stay calm to think clearly during the examination. You have to take deep breaths. Okay, just like if you're not getting the answer, just take deep breath. Okay, everything is normal, everything is fine. You have to be comfortable. Like there is just like the board exam is not we know that you are going to give the board examination for the first time, but it is not like any ghost or anything. Okay, board exams are very simple, right? And after that, one more thing, that is the read instructions carefully. Is that clear? So whatever the instructions are written on the examination, you have to follow those instructions. Okay, sometimes what happens, we ignore the instructions and we do not like know that if there is any missing part in the like paper or in the the question paper, we didn't get it. Okay, so we have to follow and we have to read the instructions first of all. This is a must thing. Okay, and you don't rush, manage your time. Okay, this is the crucial thing. Yes, ma'am, am I right, ma'am? We do not
Yes,
have to rush.
absolutely correct. Correct, correct.
We have to manage our time, ma'am, basically. And after that, ma'am, what we do not like check our answers before submitting. We just submit it. Okay, all the things are done, now please submit it. No, we do not have to rush. We should have to like check your answers before submitting. That if there is any other question, sometimes what happens, we forgot to answer it. Okay, sometimes we are not getting that point in our mind, and so we should have to write it again. Okay, so we have to just check the answers. If there is any mistake, we can also like improve it. Okay, we can also correct it. And another thing, guys, first of all, just take care of yourself. Okay, get a good night's sleep. Sleep is like everybody's favorite. So just take a good night sleep, not too much for the 10 hours or the 12 hours. 7 to 8 hours sleep is more than sufficient. Okay, you should take a good night sleep, and you have to eat.
Yes, sir. As you have mentioned, so all these points are very, very important to stay healthy, and like health is most important, right? If you are going to write a board exam, so your mental peace is very, very important. So follow these tips, and definitely you will be excellent in your exams. Yes, sir.
Sure,
Over to
ma'am.
you.
I'm like I think now it is the time to introduce all the students to our faculty and all the things. So guys, are you ready? Students, I hope you are ready and you are enjoying this session very much. So basically, guys, you have to join our WhatsApp group. This is our WhatsApp group where you will get all the TPPs, all the worksheets, and all the notes as well. So whatever we are teaching to you, whatever we are guiding to you, we will also giving you all the notes and all the things. So for all the resources, you can join our WhatsApp group. For that, you can just simply scan this, or you can also click on the link. Yes, ma'am. And if you have
Yeah,
any
and it
other
is a free
queries,
resource actually. It is a very
yes,
completely free
ma'am.
resource, and it's a free program where the children can join, where the grade 10 kids join, and they can get so much of benefit out of it. That too without any cost.
Yes, ma'am. Like,
Yes.
okay, so I just want to have a request to all the students that just please subscribe our channel and just like the video and have beautiful comments so that we can also get motivated. Okay, just we are doing so many things for you. Then just do only one thing, just click on the subscribe button because it is free. Okay, you are not getting anything. Okay, so just you are getting so many things from us. So just do one thing for us so that we can also get motivated to teach you, to better teach you, and to better give our best. So that's all for today. And like now we are going to, are you excited to meet your mentors, guys? Who is going to meet your guide? If you are
Yes,
excited, ma'am,
definitely,
I think
sir.
we should not keep any suspense and like that. And
No, so we have already taken so much of time. Now I think we
yes,
can, highlight our teachers, highlight our faculty who are going to teach them.
sure, ma'am. So guys, are you ready? So now meet your mentors, guys. So who is going to mentor you? So for the chemistry and the social studies, we have a very good faculty. We have a very experienced faculty, Miss Arju ma'am. So Miss Arju ma'am is going to help you in that and will help you to score full marks in your chemistry as well as in the social studies exam. So basically in the science exam, the chemistry part, you are not getting any, not you will not lose any marks. And after that, who is going to teach you physics? The one and only Miss Sanjana Agrawal ma'am. So Miss Sanjana Agrawal ma'am is going to help you with all the experiments, will show you all the things and will create so much interest in the physics that you are not forgetting any concept in the examination. You will retain all the concepts in the examination. You are going to score a full marks in the physics as well. Okay. Now who is for the biology part? Of course, the one and only Manisha ma'am will be there for the biology part. Thank
And
you
so
ma'am
for
for
maths,
joining us
I'll
today. Thank
I'll
you
take
for
over for the maths. Like for maths, we have the highly talented Pradeep sir who will be teaching you, shortcuts, tricks, and everything. How to attend the maths paper in a very easy way without getting fear of it. Fine. So stay tuned with sir. He will be taking, complete charge over there.
sure man, definitely.
Fine. So I think, sir, we have, deliver whatever we wanted to actually convey to our kids. So regarding our program, which is completely free program. And now, children, you have to actually, join us from Monday onwards. So Monday onwards, we will be starting this program where you will be getting so much of benefit. I've already mentioned the chapter revision will be there. The shortcut tricks will be there for effective problem solving. Then the notes, study material, and the daily worksheet will be provided through our WhatsApp channel. We have already shared the link with you. The guidance will be there how to get full marks. Then practicing will be there for the competency, assertion based, long question answer, short question answer. So every kind of question answers we are going to focus on. Then the PYQs and also the mock test paper we will be conducting. So you all should not miss this opportunity, and then you have to subscribe our channel to stay tuned and to get the updates, whatever the chapters are there, which we are going to start from Monday. You will be getting the link there. So through that. So let's
So
transform your dream into the reality with our Margdarshan.
sure ma'am. So thank you all. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you. Thank you,
See
sir.
you in
Thank
our
you.
classes. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye, children. Bye bye. Thank you.